There's a new grant opportunity for Black-owned food businesses that will be closing in just a few weeks, and it's available to both existing businesses and startups. Stay tuned to this video to find out how you can apply. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Tasha with West Financial Services, LLC, where we provide tax strategies, business services, and financial education to help you achieve your economic goals and live life without financial limitations. In today's video, we'll review a new grant opportunity available to Black-owned food businesses, both existing and startups. We'll also take a look at the application so that those who want to apply and who are eligible can get to work and get started and get your submission in before the deadline. So first, I wanted to give you a little background about the grant and the organizations who are providing it. Southern Restaurants for Racial Justice is a coalition of bakers, chefs, makers, and restaurant owners who join together to do the work to benefit Black communities, to provide grants to Black-owned businesses across the country as well. So they are teaming up with Heinz, yes, the ketchup people, and the Lee Initiative to provide these grants in the amounts of anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000 to new and existing Black-owned food businesses. In addition to the monetary awards, this year's grants for Black-owned food businesses will include continuing education for the grantees. So this is going to be seminars featuring food industry veterans. These seminars will include relevant topics such as commercial leasing, small business accounting, and employee training and retention. One thing I'm excited about with this grant is that it looks like it's going to be awarded to more than just a few recipients. Typically, when a grant is awarded, the applicants are lucky if there are 5 to 10 awards given out. In last year's cycle for this grant, they had a total of $1,136,000 that was given out to 72 businesses. So this is great because it means increased chance of receiving the grant for those who apply. So let's talk about who is eligible for the grant. So to apply, you must be an owner of a food business like a restaurant, a food truck, or a catering business. The grants open again both to new and existing businesses. The new businesses are defined as those that are just getting started or have been in business for under 2 years. Existing businesses are defined as businesses that have been in operation for more than 2 years. And finally, the business must be Black-owned. There are 2 applications for the grant, one for new businesses and one for existing businesses. The 2 applications are very similar, with the main difference being that new businesses will be asked to upload some additional information, including the owner's resume and a sample menu of what your business will sell. Let's go over to the live website and take a quick look at the applications. Okay, so we are on the page, the grant application page. And so once you navigate to the page, you see you need to scroll down a bit before you see the actual links for applying for the grant. So as I mentioned before, there are 2 separate application links, one for new businesses, one for existing businesses. And you can see here, they give you the definition for what they consider new or existing businesses. So let's go and look at the application for existing businesses first, only because I know it's a little bit shorter than the other one. And so I want to go over what it is you're going to need to include. And I also wanted to let you know, like, there's no save option here. So once you go in to the application, you're going to need to complete everything and be ready to submit. So that's another reason I wanted to make this video. There are some questions that you will probably want to type your responses to in a Word document and save it in a Word document, so that when you fill out the application, all you'll need to do is come in, cut what you put in the Word document, paste it here so that you can complete the application and submit it. All right, so it is asking, of course, for your email as the applicant, your name, first and last name, the type of business entity you have. So if you are registered in your state as an LLC, a partnership, a C Corp, or an S Corp, you would choose whichever you are registered as. If you are just a DBA, doing business as, and you're none of these, you will choose sole proprietorship. One thing I will stop to say here, guys, is that you need to be able to prove that you are actually a business. So there should be some type of record, either of registration. Some of you might have, you advertise your business on your Facebook page. You might have a website. You might have flyers and such. But if you are not established as a business, you are not going to be able to apply for this grant. I mean, you can try, but you're not going to be able to secure these grant funds, because they will be looking for evidence that you are a business, either operating as a business, or if you're a startup, you're going to need to produce things like maybe a business plan, or at least something that shows that you're in the process of starting up your business. All right, I'm off my soapbox now. Next, the name of the business address, including the street, city, state, and zip code, your business telephone number. And here they ask for a business website, or your Facebook page for your business, or your Instagram page for your business. And remember, so we're in the application for existing businesses. So, I mean, you would expect that there's something along the lines of one of these that you would have for your business. All right, so next part, we get into these narrative answers. And one thing I am going to stress to you is that you need to spend some time with these questions. You need to think about them and come up with thorough answers to them. And you can see, I think all of these, I took a look at these applications earlier. So all of these narrative questions, you need to put a minimum of 200 words in your response. They allow you up to 500 words. So you're not going to be able to just type a few sentences and secure these grant funds. It will let you type a few sentences and submit your application. However, if you are not thorough in your response and you are doing less than the minimum, chances are very slim that you'll be chosen as a grantee, right? All right, so the first one, provide a brief description of your business in 200 to 500 words. So here, you just talk about what you do, what you sell, what problem you might solve for customers. You might talk about like who you serve. If you are located in maybe I don't want to say lower income community, but if you are located in an area that's economically distressed, you want to definitely include some information about that. The next question, provide a vision for where you want your business to be a few years from now. So this is the fun one. This is where you get to dream. You close your eyes and you picture what your business looks like in a few years. Let's say 3 years from now, in your wildest dreams, what does it look like? And then you write that down. You put that as your answer here. It's not where you currently are. It's where you want to be in the next 3 years. The next question, How will receiving this grant help you to execute your goals and your vision? So in the previous question, you said where you wanted to be. This question, your answer is going to be a little more focused. It's the baby steps, how you will get there, and how this grant is going to help you take those baby steps to get there. So if you said you wanted to open up a new location, that's the overall vision in the next maybe 3 or so years. But the baby steps are you're going to need to, you need to find an actual location. You need to get financing for that. You need to hire additional employees. You need to train those employees. You're going to need additional supplies. You're going to need to invest in marketing and advertising. So that's this question. It's the details, the baby steps that you'll take to get to where you want to be. The next one, how have you been or will be active in your community, in 200 to 500 words. And one thing I see with that almost all grant applications have in common is that they want to know basically how you give back, how you connect with the people in your community, and that you in your business, you are not just taking, that you are actually engaging and giving back to your community. So you will include that information here. Maybe you sponsor events, maybe you sponsor a toy drive, or maybe on Thanksgiving your restaurant closes to the public because you prepare dinner for a homeless population, or just so many different ways that you can think of that you probably already do. You might participate in other community events sponsored by other community organizations. And so just think of the things you already do. If you can't think of anything that you are already doing, again, it asks you how will you be active? So think of ways you can go ahead and start being active in the community. These next ones are pretty easy. Number of years you've been in business, the number of locations that you have. And that would be, I mean, if you're a restaurant with multiple locations, you would put however many. If you say you have multiple food trucks, you would put however many food trucks you have. If you're a home-based business, say you are a baker with a home-based business, you would just have that one location. The next question asks, do you have a product line? So some restaurants, and the only one that's popping into my head right now is like Sonny's. They are, of course, a restaurant, but they sell barbecue. They sell it in the restaurant and they sell it in the stores. So that's what that means. Do you have like an additional product line that you sell? And next, what percentage of the business that do you own? Because remember, the business has to be minority or Black owned, I'm sorry. So it should be more than 51% or more Black owned. Current number of employees that you have goes in that next one. And then, okay, financial information and future plans. So this is FEIN, that's your Federal Employer Identification Number. You might have heard it called an EIN. It is available for all business owners on the IRS website. You can apply and receive it online immediately, and it is free. I'll put the link for you to go to the IRS website to get your business EIN beneath this video. And then here, you're going to have to, you're going to need some record keeping in place. Your revenue, how much you did in sales for 2021, so that's last year, and how much you expect to do in sales for 2022. And then they ask, if you receive the grant, can they promote your business? Which free promotion is fantastic. And then also they're asking if you would be interested in participating in professional seminars in any of these areas. So all of these areas, loan and grant applications, accounting, all of these would be relevant to your business, especially if you're expecting to grow. They even go so far to ask you what day of the week is best for you and what time of the day is best for you to attend those seminars. And then finally, you are electronically signing that your business is at least 50% Black owned. And you would submit. So I'm not going to submit because I didn't fill it in, but I just wanted to show you that. So that was the existing businesses. Now the new business application has a lot of the same questions. So for this one, I'm just going to go over what is different. Okay, so applicant name, email is the same, business entity is the same, name of your business is the same. This is different. Type of business. So they want to know if you are a brick and mortar, meaning a physical location, if your business is a mobile food truck, or if you are a catering business. It does not give us an other option, so you'll need to choose whichever one of these best fits your business. Ask you here if you have a product line, asking for the business address and phone number, website, Facebook, Instagram, all of that is the same. We're into the narrative questions. It's asking again for a description of your business, where you want your business to be a few years from now, how this grant funding will help execute your goals in your business, and it asks about how active you are in the community. So this part right here is different. It is asking you to upload your resume. And I believe this would be because they want to, they want to be assured that you have either the experience and or the credentials that if they provide you with this grant funding, you're going to know what to do with it and how to utilize it in the food business. All right, and again, current number of employees, it's the same as in the other application. Prior year revenue, and here you see this is a little different because it says or anticipated first year revenue if you're not yet in business. So this is you need to have done a little research to see what typical revenue would be for a startup in your field, in your food business field, to put that information here. And here they want a sample revenue. So whatever it is you sell, whatever food goods you provide, they want to see what your menu is going to look like. So again, they want to see some proof that you have been at least investing some time in planning for your business. Again, your EIN number. They're asking the questions about the, giving them permission to share your information as far as promoting your business. And they're asking you if you would like to attend the seminars and when you could attend the virtual seminars. And the certification that the business is at least 50% Black owned. Okay. All right. So, you see the applications are pretty simple. You just have to sit down with those narrative questions. For each of them, you need about 200 words. And so you want to make sure that, again, your answers are thorough and meaningful and authentic. And that, you want to show that you've given them some thought. Okay. So guys, if you meet the grant criteria, make sure to apply for this grant as soon as possible because it does close on August 7th. And like I always say, please don't wait until the last minute to get your application in. Go ahead and get started on your application today. Again, the last day to apply is August 7th, and I'll put the link to the application page beneath this video. And if you found this video helpful, please like and share it so we can help more food business owners get access to these grant funds. As always, Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.